The Meghalaya Cabinet has given the green light to a series of significant policy decisions aimed at enhancing public services and addressing environmental and healthcare needs across the state of Meghalaya. In an effort to expand educational access, particularly in underserved regions, the Cabinet endorsed a proposal to upgrade 6 government secondary schools to higher secondary level alongside the introduction of new academic streams in 11 existing higher secondary institutions. This move is intended to help close the gap in Class 11 seat availability, with the current shortfall estimated at 12,000, as most of the 51,067 existing seats are concentrated in urban areas and the Khasi Jaintia Hills. The upgrades are expected to create an additional 9,000 seats.
We took up the need to upgrade the quality of education in our state. As you are aware, there is a deficit in our intake capacity at the 11th standard, which stands at 12,000 seats. And there is also a disproportionate concentration of higher secondary schools, mostly in urban areas and in the Khasi Jaintia Hills region. So to address this shortfall, the Cabinet today decided to upgrade a total number of 6 government secondary schools to higher secondary schools. These are the Rambai Government Secondary School, East Jaintia Hills District, the Umthlong Nongtleo Government Secondary School, which will now have arts and science stream, Nongtalang Government Secondary School, Nongtalang, Tirot Singh Memorial Government Secondary School, Kinsau, Tura Public School, and Jawai Public School. These schools will now be upgraded from secondary to higher secondary schools and will meet this shortfall by adding around 9,000 new seats immediately. That apart, another very important decision was that we would add new streams in certain higher secondary schools which do not have those streams currently. These will be the science stream for Tirot Singh Memorial Government Higher Secondary School, Nongklao, commerce streams in Government Boys Higher Secondary School, Tura, Dalu Government Secondary School, West Garo Hills, Bakmara Government Higher Secondary School, Bakmara, Government Boys Higher Secondary School, Jawai, and Sokha Government Higher Secondary School, Sokha. These schools, which currently only have arts and science streams, will now get the benefit of the addition of commerce as a stream. Arts stream, which currently is not being taught, will now be introduced in Jirang Government Secondary School, Riboy District, Resubelpara Government Higher Secondary School, Resubelpara, and Mahram Government Higher Secondary School, Maukarbat. This is in the art stream. In the science and commerce streams, we will add United Karkuta Government Higher Secondary School, North Garo Hills, Malankona Government Higher Secondary School, Malankona, which will now also have science streams. So, in all, 6 government higher secondary schools will be upgraded to higher secondary, and 11 schools which do not have certain streams will now have those streams. The financial implication of the introduction of these new streams and the upgradation of public schools from secondary to higher secondary schools will cost the government exchequer roughly 10 crores per annum.
In a push toward environmental sustainability, the Cabinet also approved the Meghalaya Vehicle Scrappage Policy 2025. This initiative is designed to reduce vehicular pollution by phasing out aging and unfit vehicles. Initially, around 5,000 government vehicles older than 15 years and approximately 8,000 privately owned vehicles over 35 years old will be taken off the roads.
Was that as is being done in the rest of the country, where you have a vehicle scrappage policy, whereby old, dilapidated, and cars which are no longer roadworthy will come under this policy. The major benefit of having this policy is to allow the government to reduce pollution levels through less emission, reduce fuel import, which means less extraction, and recycling of raw materials. And at the moment, Shillong has roughly 276,262 vehicles, followed by Tura and Jawai. We will now start addressing concerns relating to air pollution caused by inefficient and old vehicles. However, taking into account the overall economic condition of the people of the state, we will address the matter by first taking off government vehicles which are 15 years and older. This will roughly mean that around 5,000 government vehicles will come under this scrappage policy and therefore will be off the roads. Where private owned vehicles are concerned, we have decided to first implement by limiting this policy only to vehicles which are 35 years and older. Altogether, there are roughly 8,000 such vehicles. So 8 plus 5, altogether 13,000 vehicles will be off the roads as per this new policy.
Additionally, the Cabinet sanctioned the Meghalaya Ayush Medical Service Rules 2025, with traditional medicine systems such as Ayurveda, homeopathy, yoga, and naturopathy playing a crucial role in rural healthcare. The new regulations aim to formalize service structures, outlining criteria for appointments, service conditions, and professional progression within the sector.
That, as you're aware, traditional systems of medicine like Ayurveda, homeopathy, yoga, naturopathy have all gained traction and are also being adopted by people as an alternative to current medical practices. So we will now have service rules to be called Meghalaya Ayush Medical Service Rules 2025. Meghalaya Ayush Medical Service Rules
Coming to this
2025.
Furthermore, an amendment to the Meghalaya Civil Defence and Home Guard Service Rules 1989 was approved to create a dedicated post for the Director of Civil Defence. This role, currently overseen by the Commandant General of Home Guards, will now be separated to streamline administrative functions.
Directorate of Civil Defence and Home Guards, we've decided to amend their service rules. to facilitate the creation of the post of Director of Civil Defense, which is now being handled by Commandant General of Home Guards. We have decided that in order to upscale the performance of the Department of Civil Defense and Home Guards, a post of Director of Civil Defense will now be deemed as a separate post, and we will incorporate this post to also facilitate the promotion of joint directors who have served for a period of not less than 3 years to be upgraded to the post of Director of Civil Defense. And this will also motivate officers who have acquired experience and knowledge during their long tenure of service in the department.